Welcome to the Haunted Hangover podcast. I'm Louie, and I'm joined by, returning for what, the 50th time to the show?
50th, 60th, something like that.
50th, 60th. Grimey is back.
What up, what up? Always happy to be here.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. You're back, and we're gonna be talking about something. I forget the last time you were on, which wasn't that long ago, if we teased this or not, but we definitely mentioned you being back.
We did.
Yeah, we sort of hinted at it and teased it, and that's going over some upcoming, because usually we cover shit from the past.
Oh yeah.
But some new stuff for the 2023 Halloween season. Now, before we dive into the items we selected, you hit me with a text message earlier today that I was taken back by, because I forgot this existed. You purchased something that was quite exquisite, a work of art, honestly, to me at least.
It is, man. And you're right. You're right.
And I think we should talk about it here a little bit, because it sort of is connected to junk food. Maybe not necessarily the item itself being Halloween related, but what it's encased in is Halloween related. And I'm going to let you reveal what it is.
Okay, so what Louie's talking about right now is it's a box. It's a very small box from 1992.
Yes.
Which happens to be the Universal Monsters Pizza Hut box. It has this classic Universal Studios Monsters logo on the top, the Pizza Hut logo on the bottom. There's this very, very nice atmospheric background with like some lightning strikes and some, it kind of looks like clouds, but it's a beautiful box. I've been after it for years now.
Dude, when you sent that to me, I was like, I don't remember that shit at all. I don't remember that at all. So I'm assuming this was part of a kid's meal. It had to have been.
So this was, you know how they do those personal pan pizzas for the booklet and stuff like that. Not necessarily a kid's meal, but definitely more kiddie-ish, I guess. Like, I'm assuming anyone who's getting these is one of the little booklet kids. I also don't remember ever seeing these. 92, no, I was born 2 years previous, so like I'm just like a 2-3-year-old little kid. But had I been sentient at that time, I guess we'll say, I would have definitely been all over this. This thing is beautiful. I don't know if you got a good glimpse of the back, by the way,
dude.
but that like Castle Dracula on the back with the bats flying.
Dude, I'm looking at it right now, dude. So I just want to say, dude, the back of the box. So, you know, you've got that classic, I always call it the Universal Monsters. It almost looks like a moon. Like they're sitting on top of a moon where the Universal Studios monster logo is and the lightning and all that. But, dude, I would say the back, and that's not Castle Dracula. Do you know what that is?
I'm honestly not certain.
That is the Bates house from Psycho.
Really?
Yeah, dude. That is the Norman Bates. That's the house that's behind the hotel. Dude, it's fucking...
Wow.
Dude, that makes it even better.
Dude, that's so weird. Like, I don't even know why they would do that. Like, where does that fit in with the Universal Monsters?
I know.
It's just like the random Bates house?
Well, Universal, Psycho, go hand in
yeah,
hand.
sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure, you know, when you go to Universal Studios Hollywood, the amusement park, the theme park, the Psycho house is there. And we've talked about, you know, Elvira shot a commercial there for group here. Dude, if you go back and you watch that commercial, that's the house, the Psycho house, the Norman Bates house. And the little bats, sick. I know. It is funny how they use that house as kind of, I guess, Dracula house, if you're not. If you even called it the Dracula house.
I just assumed. I honestly did. But, I mean, it's a spooky-looking house. It's all, like, darkened and black and beautiful.
I'm glad I hit you with that knowledge that it's the Norman Bates house.
Yeah, dude. That makes me even more happy about it. Like, that's fucking dope.
Super
stoked.
Such a sick detail to add to the bottom of a pizza box. The fucking the Norman Bates house at the bottom. Something that most people, when your pizza's sitting in it and you open it up, you're not even going to see the bottom of that. I'm assuming too, and again, I'm just guessing half of this shit, that this was around the time they were selling the VHS or re-releasing the VHS tapes, or if it's 92, around that time is when they were kind of releasing them all with that logo. Because that's a very 90s, and I've talked about it on the show before. That's a very 90s Universal Monsters logo. And it's my personal favorite logo. So I just wanted to mention it here because you literally sent that to me like an hour ago, not even right before we recorded, and I thought it was very fitting of the topic on the podcast here. So I thought it'd be fun to just mention and talk about it. Now, one more thing. Are these, like, do you come across a lot of them on eBay out of curiosity?
No, seriously. Like, this is the third one I've ever seen on eBay, and I was not letting this fucker go this time. Like, oh my God, I see the numbers go up a little higher than I expected it, but it was doable, I think. Like I said, 3 times probably. This is the third time. Wasn't letting it go.
So you just didn't pull the trigger the 3 previous times. You were just like, The
first one, I actually forgot to go back and bid. I was at work, and I just happened to miss it. It's like, I went to the restroom, hurry up and like look on eBay, fucking missed it.
Gone.
And then the second time, it was just, I don't know. I was caught in between a rock and a hard place, and I couldn't pull the trigger. So third time's charm, man.
Are you gonna like frame it or like stick it in a case of some kind? What are you gonna? You don't know.
God, I'm not even sure yet. I haven't even. I just the hard part was getting it. I hadn't even thought about the enjoying the fruits of labor.
to put it up in the museum, man, on display, so you can look at its magnificence every day. Just kind of sitting there.
I'm going to start by tucking it into bed every single night, kissing it on the cheek,
Oh, dude, it's pretty fucking glorious. So, listen.
It's so beautiful.
I know how much you paid. Worth every penny. So, if I
appreciate that.
I might have to go out of my way and see if I can find one now. I don't know where the fuck I'd put it, but I have to find one and put it somewhere because it was definitely it's a great piece to display. And what's funny is all it is a fucking pizza box. But that's the great thing about it, right? So
yeah. Well, it's one of them things where it's great for a nice little photo op. I don't know if the majority of the listeners have seen what we do over at Leftover Pizza, but like I like to recreate little scenes, I guess, from the 90s as being a kid and stuff. So this will fit right in with like a pile of VHS tapes and some Nintendo games scattered and all kinds of goofy shit that people love these days. So that was my main thing, was like, this will make a great little piece to add to that. So
yeah, you definitely do a great job. So if any of our listeners of Haunted Hangover haven't checked out Leftover Pizza podcast, Leftover Pizza only, right? On Instagram, it's just Leftover Pizza.
Leftover Pizza Podcast.
It's fully Leftover Pizza Podcast. Yeah, head over there to the Instagram page and check out some of the glorious photos that Grimey puts together using these kind of nostalgic items. You do a great job, dude, honestly, with those photos. So
come to any participating Pizza Hut restaurant and pick one up.
But yeah, Grimey, since you are the junk food man, the junk food guy, it's only right I do this with you. So it makes sense. Now, this is a first for Haunted Hangover. Usually, I don't ever put together podcast episodes of the show or videos on YouTube or anything like that kind of talk about the upcoming Halloween season. It's usually like what I tried, usually like a junk food taste test type of video or whatever I'm able to get during the spooky season. And then, we do our post-Halloween show where we recap some of the stuff we tried or bought, things of that nature. So this is a first, and I'm excited to kind of delve into some of these things because first, I don't know if I'll be able to find any of them because usually you help me kind of
you'll get them. Don't worry, buddy.
You help me locate some of these hot items that I could never find. And there's one on this list. I'm scared because I really want it, and when we get to it, I'll say what it is. I'm going to have trouble finding because I know for a fact a lot of people go out of their way to try to find these things. Also, before we jump into the actual list, you helped me put this together, this entire list of items. Yeah. You once again sent me links and pictures and all that shit to kind of help me kind of compile this list. And the other thing is that not every item. So some of the items are junk food for the most part. I'd say a good majority of them are junk food items. But there's two that are just things. They're not.
Yeah.
You can't eat
absolutely.
them. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's people that would.
I mean, you can if you want.
You probably could, technically. I'm sure there's people that would say don't eat some of the stuff on this list regardless. So,
yeah. I guess a good way to look at this show is not necessarily just a junk food thing, but like more of a Halloween anticipation.
Yes.
What things that we're really excited for that are coming very, very soon.
yeah.
That we could not wait until the bitter end of June and July to talk about these things.
Or even August, I think. And I'm about 90% sure there will be a part 2 to this video because they're going to continue announcing shit throughout the summer. And we're going to be like, fuck, tomorrow they might announce like 3 more things. And we're going to be like, shit, we're going to have to do a part 2. So more than likely there'll be a part 2 to this episode. Grimey and I talking about some more upcoming things for the 2023 Halloween season. Now, Grimey, since you're the guest, hit us with the first item we're going to be talking about here.
All right, guys, the first one. Campfire s'mores. M&M's.
It's so funny, too. When you sent this to me, dude, you were like, this doesn't look very Halloween-y.
Yeah, and that's my main gripe with it. These were done back in 2016.
Really?
I missed it. Completely missed it.
Same here.
Didn't know that these were a thing, man. And I'm not sure if they came out around the fall, Halloween season, whatever. But I think it's such a weird thing to do. Like, if you see the picture here, it's the red M&M wearing like a knit cap.
Yeah.
So he's obviously cold, and he's holding 2 s'mores up. I just think summer is like really the s'mores flavor. You know what I mean? Like that's.
I agree. I do want to point out that his eyebrows are on the hat. I don't know how. I don't know how the anatomy of an M&M works. I just got a kick out of that. If you notice his eyes,
super weird, man.
They're above the hat. I agree with you. When you sent this to me, I was like, s'mores don't scream. I guess the fall, it's chilly. You're going to go camp. I like to go camping. And, s'mores is a very important aspect of camping. You always want to, by the open flames, toast your marshmallow and then create a s'more. I will say the color, the actual color of the M&Ms are Halloween colors.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Black.
We got some reds no reds.
Black and orange.
Orange, white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice color scheme.
Very Halloween-y. The two kind of, well, the black and orange for sure is Halloween. The white, give or take, but you sometimes see white on like certain Halloween candies or because of a ghost. You think of a ghost.
Mm-hmm. No, these are gonna look great in like a glass dish during Halloween.
For sure.
Right next to like the glass of candy corn, probably.
And I'm 90% sure the other kind of classic like Halloween packaging that comes with other M&Ms will be present this season. But yeah, man, interesting to go with the campfire s'mores for October or for the spooky season. To me, this just, it screams summer.
I could tell you, I do appreciate anything that's like, I guess it's over a campfire, but like the smokiness. I don't know. I do associate that a little bit, like fire and stuff like that with the Halloween season. So maybe that was their angle. But again, like the fall, you're probably having fires, keep yourself warm. What else are you going to make over a fire?
Yeah, and I notice here it says chocolate and white chocolate candies. So I'm assuming inside of the actual M&M is going to be pieces of graham cracker and like a candy shell around white and milk chocolate, I'm guessing. And then how do you stick marshmallow into such a small thing? But who knows?
Right. See, that's kind of what I'm hoping too. There's not a lot of info online about it. I don't see too much saying a lot about it. But what I have found was that it's milk chocolate on the inside. The shell just behind the shell is going to be a white chocolate outside kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's s'mores flavored. So I don't know if there's actual graham pieces, marshmallow pieces, or what. And I'm really, really curious, because I haven't had these for myself before back in 2016, how they pull the s'mores flavor off in general. Like, s'mores is another one of those kind of hard things to pinpoint, I guess. Like, you could get ice creams or, any other kind of desserty thing that supposedly tastes like s'mores and doesn't. So I'm excited to see how M&M's does.
Yeah, I feel with that flavor, the key is not even the marshmallow, but more so the graham cracker. That kind of that's really, I think, where if they mess that up, then it's not going to taste like a s'more, because that's probably the most vital thing besides the marshmallow. But I feel like replicating marshmallow is a lot easier than replicating graham cracker. So and their M&M's, but the chocolate is there,
They have that extra curveball, though, because a lot of things s'mores flavored will just have the marshmallow, and it's like marshmallow's not quote-unquote s'mores. You have to have a toasted marshmallow. It has to have that kind of roasted taste to it, and a lot of these things don't.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. The toasty smokiness, burntness of the marshmallow is missing. Yeah, crazy. I'm glad we started with this one, because it's probably the least Halloween-y of the bunch. So
yeah, you're probably right.
This was a good place to start.
Absolutely.
The next item on the list is something that fits in the realm of M&M's, but isn't chocolate, but just candy. And that is going to be the Monster Mouth Skittles, which, according to this, turns your tongue purple. That's what they're doing.
So fucking stoked for these ones. I can't tell you how excited I am for these. Like, Skittles are my favorite candy in general.
Okay.
And I feel like anytime they do like a Halloween variant of Skittles, aside from the zombie ones, they always seem to be really, really good.
I can agree with that. The zombie ones, I feel, started to get played out, because I believe the first year was what? They were like some nasty ones mixed into regular ones. Then they did away with that, and the following year, I believe there were sour pieces mixed in with regular Skittles, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were similar to the zombie ones, but they just played up on the sourness,
and they weren't even that sour.
The disgusting things. Yeah, I mean, when you found one, you kind of knew it, but also were kind of like, I don't know if that was it or not, but let's try another one.
Yeah, and I want to describe the packaging here. You've got the rainbow with all the Skittles floating around in it. And the Halloween aspect of it is we've got this monster mouth here with sharp teeth and a long purple tongue. That's where the actual turns your tongue purple sits on. So they're going with the Halloween theme. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. I can kind of dig this image. If I would say one that's better than this, it's got to be the cauldron ones. I don't know if you've ever seen them before back in the day.
Yes.
I just like the black packaging with the cauldron there, and it has like that weird silhouette behind it. Like, I think that was a better packaging, but I still like the idea. Yeah,
because with this Skittles, like Monster Mouth, I guess they really want to emphasize the mouth, hence why they have that, like that creature's mouth and tongue on the cover. It's not very Halloween-y. It's kind of just like monster-y, which, again, goes hand in hand. But, there's no, like, little jack-o'-lantern or anything around. I do wish, my only thing with these, and we haven't had these, obviously, is that it would have been cool to maybe add a funky flavor or something different kind of in the mix. Yeah. So, like, not only does it turn your mouth purple, but maybe it'll, taste like something a little, not something nasty. Like, stay away from that shit. Something tasty. But I guess take what we can get here with Skittles, and we'll just have purple tongues, which I wonder how sometimes also with these that kind of mouth color changing candies, they don't really work that well. Some, from what I remember. I forget, what was the name of the candy? Was it mouthwash or not mouthwash? That's what you use when you brush your teeth. I forget. There was a candy back in the day that when you sucked on it, it would turn your entire mouth purple or blue. And it was almost like paint, like ink. So I wonder if these will be that strong. I forget what the candy I'm talking about was. But I'm very curious.
The one that I remember the most that's no longer made today is the tongue splashers, the ones that came in the big paint can.
Yes,
is that what you were getting at?
That's what I was talking about. There you go.
So, the show that we always do together, the discontinued Halloween junk food thing that we do, or actually just Halloween junk food in general.
Yeah.
One of the episodes I was going to bring up that specific candy, and I was thinking, well, it's not really Halloween-y. It does kind of fit the vibe, but it's not. Now I'm kind of like kicking myself in the ass because they're like totally just riffed on that, like 100%.
We could revisit it in the future, dude. We can go more in depth with that candy if you want. I'm not opposed to it, dude. But I am hoping. I'm hoping like when this turns your mouth purple, it's fucking like purple, you know, not like a little hint on your tongue. Especially with this, it'd be fucking false advertising, man, with this big monster tongue that's purple on the cover here. But I am curious. I'm sure these will be easy to find. I don't see these being difficult. I feel like Halloween Skittles are never that hard to find. So
no, in fact, they seem to be like the first thing that I find every year, and I always find them at Sheetz. They're always at Sheetz.
You're gonna find them next week. They'll be on fucking shelves already.
No kidding. Probably. I want to say it was like the very end of. No, probably closer to the middle to beginning of July. I found last year's sitting in the front there in the store. Yeah, dude, they come super early. It's always like Sheetz and Sam's Club that seems to get the first bite of Halloween candy, which is fucking awesome because I know exactly where to go. But yeah,
you already know where to make your like first stop, dude.
I'm always checking Sheetz. Always.
We've talked about it. We've talked about it on the show when you've been on, but I unfortunately have no Sheetz in New York, so
bummer.
I've got to deal with fucking 7-Eleven and like regular supermarkets, unfortunately. And 7-Eleven, not top tier when it comes to finding Halloween shit, unfortunately, here in New York City. So sucks. What's the next item, Grimey?
We're going with what the Fanta. Am I correct?
Yes. And this is kind of a double whammy. So
yeah. So in icy form as well as bottle form. I'm curious if they're gonna have cans because Mountain Dew, Voodoo, they do cans as well. But I don't know. I'll be happy enough with just the bottle itself.
Yeah, for sure. I wanna correct you there as it's hashtag what the Fanta.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Isn't that hilarious, dude? They want you to hashtag that shit. They have it right on the label. I do.
Wow,
dude.
they do.
Yeah, did you not notice that? Yeah, it's hashtag what the
Fanta.
There you go. Blowing your mind left and right in this episode, Grimey.
You're right. I didn't notice that.
Dude, I love the color of both of these fucking drinks.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The frozen version is gray, which isn't the most appetizing color, but still fucking amazing. And then the soda, at least in this image, is black.
Oh, yeah, it's black. Like, there's a black background to it, and
dude.
I feel like it's the exact same color. Like, it's so dark. I do love that. Like, it's Voodoo's, how do I want to say, opposite,
very
complete
much.
opposite, possibly. Like, because they got that nice kind of spooky, white, hazy kind of color going. This is just black.
And I'm sure some will say this is just a ripoff of Voodoo. That's I'm assuming it's kind of what they were going for here.
Totally.
Oh, apparently it says find clues at hashtag what the Fanta. There you go. There's even more information on the label. So I guess so that we can all on Twitter and Instagram share what we think the flavor is. I can't even imagine. So real quick, before I go into what any guesses of what this flavor might be, even though we can't really tell by just looking at pictures of it, where do you find ices?
Honestly, mostly at like movie theaters.
Yeah.
You can find them at like Subway here sometimes.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really know where I'm gonna find the icy version of this. Probably won't because we don't have any 7-Elevens or anything around here, and they have Slurpees.
Slurpees, yeah. So
right? They don't even have icy.
When I was looking at this picture, I was like, who the fuck? What company serves icy? And the only one I could think is AMC.
So Target has them too. like by the Starbucks and stuff. I'm
You're
pretty
right.
sure they have like the random machines
You're
there.
right. I haven't had an icy in a very long time. So a Slurpee
I
I've
just
had
had-
recently, but not an icy.
Oh yeah, I just had an icy at Guardians of the Galaxy
There you
not too
go.
long ago. That was my last one, and it was the first one from like years and years, but it was well worth the calories.
Hopefully, we can find the icy version, but I will settle with the soda version. I'm assuming they'll have a 0 sugar and then a sugar like regular one as well. Even though we have pictures of only the 0 sugar, right? So
Yeah, I am curious about that myself, and I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah.
They usually do pretty well with both. So
yeah, a lot of people drink diet soda now. That's people's preferred version of soda. So
oh yeah.
you want to take a crack? What do you think it might
I
be?
guess.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna put some wishful thinking out there.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's something like red licorice or something. I think that would be a dope flavor to be.
Yeah, that would be a good one. So the actual art on this, nothing, there's no hints
No, not really.
on this thing. Obviously the other one's just an icy cup, but even the, I guess, signage above where you like pull the lever to release the icy, there's like nothing. It's literally black
Nothing.
and like white. So, and with the Fanta logo, the traditional Fanta logo with the question mark and the little, I guess, fruit leaf, I guess is what you would call that.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, dude, I'm going to go with something chocolate flavored. That'd be gross, but maybe.
I'm here for it though, man. That's something you don't see all the time. We spoke about that one of the previous junk food shows that you and I did together. We actually also said that we would like to see more Halloween sodas, so
Yeah.
I'm really, really stoked we're actually getting something.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to comment on the icy version. The only thing I feel like would make this better is if it was a lot more like, well, I guess the Skittles, but also the do you remember back in the day they did the Bart Simpson's Halloween one for
Yeah,
Burger King?
I remember
like the one
that.
that like changed your mouth different color.
It was purple,
If
right?
it was like black, yeah,
Yeah.
it was like super purple
Yeah.
to almost being completely pitch dark black. But that would have been even better. But this is kind of cool too.
My thing is Fanta's known for Fanta or Fanta, whatever, however you pronounce it. They're known for fruity, like orange soda and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's going to be fruity, but if they want to throw a curveball at all of us, make that shit creamy. Like, so
Absolutely.
I was a big fan at 7-Eleven. They have a Vanilla Dream Slurpee. I don't know if you've had it or not.
Never had it. Seen it though.
So I was a fan of it. So if this is more in the realm of a creamy type deal, I'll be happy. So
Hell yeah.
I'm all for that because, again, Fanta, they only release fruity stuff to my knowledge. So
Yeah.
just a change of pace.
Oh yeah, dude, you got to get into this next one because
Yes.
I'm really excited to talk about it. This
Yes.
is a big one.
So next on the list is from General Mills. I think we all know what it's going to be. But
Oh, yeah.
yes, it's the Monster Mash remix. So in a nutshell, and correct me if I'm wrong, Grimey, they released something like this, was it last year or 2 years ago, which was like a Monster Mash cereal with all the Monster cereal characters on the cover. And
Yes,
they were like,
it was last
they
year.
were like playing instruments or some shit, if I remember correctly, on the cover, right? Weren't they?
Oh yeah. The whole thing, the whole spiel there was that they were coming back together to reform their band. They actually did like a short cartoony video of them all like being part of the band and stuff and playing music together.
Yeah.
And I just can't get over this one though. This
Yes.
one looks so much cooler.
And now this one, to describe the art, we're being introduced to a new character here, which I'm curious. I already kind of know what your thoughts on this, but we've got Fruit Brute, we've got Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Yummy Mummy, we've got Boo Berry, all chilling at the bottom here, dancing, which I love. They're all dancing because there is a kind of moon. We've got a moon and a female, what looks like a zombie Frankenstein girl, female character, DJing, and pieces of the cereal and Marbits around her. And she's got one hand literally in this position. In the video version of this episode, you can see me doing it. And everyone looks very happy. She's got a very sassy kind of look on her face. What is this character's name? Did you?
I honestly don't have any idea.
I thought maybe you would know. Yes, it's a female monster cereal character, the first of its kind. So
I'm just trying to zoom in on it a little bit here. Yeah, she's definitely kind of got this zombie, but also Bride of Frankenstein-y kind of look to her. You could kind of, if you zoom in really close, you could see like the scars and stuff, and all the markings on her face and stitches. And dude, it's about time we got a female monster character.
I agree.
And I mean, Derek and I actually, we were talking about this a couple years ago, maybe last year it was, for Halloween, and how if we were going to have another monster cereal, it would be a female character, and it would obviously have to be Bride of Frankenstein. And we were trying to figure out what kind of flavored cereal she would have. That's kind of the route I wish they would have went. They would have kind of maybe did this one and a separate cereal with just her, and like, you know, shine the spotlight on her a little bit more. Yeah. But dude, this box, an all black box with a moon in the center, dude, it's sick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
man.
Cool.
That's my only gripe with this too. They should have given her own like flavor and her own cereal separate from the other characters, even though I still love the design of this box.
Totally, yeah.
I will say this. Dave and I did I forget if it was last year or the year before. Everything kind of merges together from year to year, every Halloween season. But we tasted the other version of this, the original version, not this upcoming Monster Mash remix version. Now, I thought it was going to be all the cereals together, mixed up. That's not what it was. It was like just a generic sort of fruity cereal. So that kind of bummed me out because I wish it was all the different flavors combined. So I was a little disappointed with that. So I'm hoping they sort of change the flavor of this cereal to kind of so it has its own identity, basically. You know, and it doesn't feel like just which is probably what it's going to be if we're being real here.
Oh yeah,
it's just repackaged version of what we already got, but it's cool. Maybe this new, and hopefully we find her name out too. Maybe she's like Miss Bride, DJ Bride. I have no idea. DJ Stein. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out her name, and maybe she'll be a popular character and she'll get her own cereal eventually. But yeah, if you were to give her a flavor cereal, this new female monster character, cereal monster character, what flavor would you give her? Like,
that's a tough one.
Off the top of your head. Well, I know I'm catching you off guard here, but
she's kind of got the green skin going on here. I want to say that I'm going to go with what Derek said, and I don't think it was for the bride flavor. I think we were talking more for the creature flavor. I'm going to go with matcha green tea.
I don't know how kids will feel eating a cereal that tastes like that, but if I had to guess, now this is just going by the color of her skin, that green kind of hue, and I don't know why, but the yellow moon behind her, just kind of those colors to me, very reminiscent of lemon and lime.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how good that would be as a cereal, but I could see like a lemon citrus flavor for this new female character, this new female monster character. So that's what I would say. Kind of like a lemon or lime cereal. I can't even think of any lemon or lime cereals in the past, so
no, I think the closest thing we've gotten was like a key lime pie kind of cereal or something.
Yeah.
I could see that too, honestly. That would be fun. Yeah,
but just by her colors,
I'd be into it.
You know, because usually when you look at the monster cereals, it's like, you know, Count Chocula, he's brown. Yeah. You know, Frankenberry, he's pink, and Yummy Mummy's rainbow. Boo Berry is blue. So that's why I'm going with lemon lime. So Yo, General Mills, give our girl here her own cereal, man.
Oh yeah, that would be dope for sure.
What's next, Grimey?
So this next one, this is not something edible, or at least we don't think you should eat it.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna take a bite out of it when I buy it.
I mean, honestly, it's beautiful. I could take a bite out of it. That was the Starbucks 2023 Halloween cup.
Oh man,
there's
dude.
2 versions of this cup.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw the other side. But there's a black version and a slime green version, and it's just like a regular old kind of cup, but it has like the slime dripping down on the side. I saw someone, and I don't know if this is how they're going to present them, say that they were like a Ghostbusters thing, but I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate either. I take it more as just slime. I could see possibly it being Ghostbuster themed, but you would think they'd put the logo on there somewhere if it was. And looking at the image in front of me, I see the Starbucks logo and the slime. I'll say this, dude. I want one of these so bad. I told my wife, totally. I told her, I 100%. This is one of my hot items for the Halloween season this year. I definitely want this. Yeah, this is probably, as far as non-edible items, this is...
No, you can eat this.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Sorry. You can eat this. I do plan on buying 2 so I can consume one of them. But yeah, okay. I love the way this looks. It looks Halloween-y, looks Nickelodeon-ish, looks Ghostbuster-ish, looks 80s-ish. It's pretty accurate of the type of shit we like when it comes to slime and things like that. Plus, I'm a big coffee drinker. I hate to admit it. I do go to Starbucks pretty frequent, and I didn't know this was a thing. So I don't collect Starbucks cups. Apparently, when they're limited or hot, like a hot item, these things are impossible to find.
Yes,
so
they sell out like crazy.
Dude, I'm going to be hitting people. I'm be asking you, Grimey, yo, dude, in PA, Dave, like, yo, dude, if you see it, let me know. Everybody, if I can't find it here in New York, I'm just going to be reaching out to other people I know that live in other states. Like, I will pay for the shipping and pay you for the whatever. Like, I want to get one of these. So that's my mission of this Halloween season. Just kind of like the pumpkin pails from the Halloween pails from McDonald's, how they were like hot item. Dude, this, as of right now, the time of this recording, this is one of the things I want this Halloween. Like, I have to get it. I have to get one. So
that's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drawn to it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I used to drink Starbucks all the time when I was living in Pittsburgh back in the day, but coffee, I'm going to be honest, it hasn't treated me great the last few years.
I respect that, man. I respect it. Yeah.
Caffeine in general really isn't my thing anymore, but I do once in a great while partake in some coffee drinking. But this, dude, you don't just have to put coffee in this. You can put whatever the hell you want in it. You could put some Sunny D in there or some Scotch on the rocks or whatever you want to do.
A little rum if you want.
I'm all for it. This it's a beautiful cup, and I'm gonna say that I like the green one more than the black one. But I'm on the
same side as you. Yeah, the green one's way better.
I'm into both of them, but definitely the green has my eye more.
Scotch on the rocks. That's what you... I'm still on that, dude. The Scotch on the rocks while you drink it out of your Halloween Starbucks cup. Amazing. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I need to get one of these. Like, just looking at it, it's simple, but...
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be 100% over the top every time. Like, some subtle things like this is all that really matters. And plus, we're getting this cool cup from Starbucks. What else are they going to do? Starbucks, what other cool things are they going to do? Are they going to play up on this slime kind of gimmick or something? Maybe we'll get like a really cool green, like Frappuccino kind of thing, or like some slimy thing.
Yeah.
Like that Rita's Nickelodeon slime thing they did that one year.
Yeah.
Like, that would be really sick if they just like pushed this whole slime gimmick. That'd be fucking dope.
I agree, dude. Yeah, just everything about it, at least to me, just screams my name. I need to find one. So that's my plan.
That's good to know. Good to know.
That's my mission this Halloween is getting my hands on one of these, and hopefully people don't go to Starbucks and buy like 5 of them and just take the whole lot and then flip them on eBay, because that tends to be what ends up happening. So,
oh, dude, all the time. They always do that shit.
Fucking
there was like a Lady Gaga looking cup with like the it was kind of like a spiky looking black cup.
Yeah.
It sold out in seconds. My girlfriend wanted one.
Yeah, dude.
Could not get a hand on them. But then Walmart released like a bootleggy knockoff version of it.
Okay.
Like literally weeks later, and people were buying them up left and right. So
yeah, hopefully we can get our hands on them, and we'll be drinking our scotch on the rocks in a
coffee
slime cup, and enjoying it that way. All right, so next on the list is something that, how many years now? This is what, the 5th year?
This will be for year 5 right here.
5th year for this item, and that is the Mountain Dew Voodoo. And obviously they'll be selling it in the regular and zero sugar version. But and most people are familiar with this. I think if you're listening to our show, I've like basically reviewed it and taste tested and guessed the flavor. Mystery flavor. What is it? Guess what it is. But I believe this is the first year where they're partnering with an iconic candy brand to create the flavor. What's funny to me about this is, in the past, I could have sworn I heard people say, "Oh, they're Skittles or they're Swedish Fish," but I guess it was supposed to be
Starburst.
Yeah, like I'm assuming when they did kind of mimic candy flavors, they were knockoff or no brand affiliation.
Yeah,
so
more or less.
This will be the first year that they're, teaming up with somebody. I do like the art on it. You've got the Voodoo Grim Reaper character. That motherfucker, dude, that Grim Reaper owes me a costume. On Twitter, he put up some fucking thing, and there was like DM the Voodoo Grim Reaper, and you might get like a secret. And the rumor was it was like a costume that he wears, and I never got shit from him. What the fuck?
Oh, bummer. I did see that costume the last 2 years floating around, 2 separate ones. Yeah, this is super cool. I actually almost bought one myself, but I was like, man, I can't justify it. It was pretty expensive for just the costume itself. So
I do like the little cobwebs that are also in the corner here of the can and on the bottle. And it's kind of standard Mountain Dew Voodoo, kind of colorful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely screams
it's got
Halloween.
It has these little bat silhouettes at the top by the mystery flavor and the 2023 on the tombstone. If you zoom in down by his hand there, you actually see the 5 in the flame of the candle.
There
it's
you go.
I love how they tie the number in with him every single year. I know last year it looked like it was like Knuckles or something, kind of like metal Knuckles or whatever, or brass Knuckles.
Wasn't he doing the peace sign, like the 1 year, 2? I think the second year.
Yep.
So it's cool, man. It's cool that
it is really cool.
They're doing this again. So I always look forward to Voodoo. It never gets old.
Totally.
So I still have
from
last year sitting in my fucking kitchen right now. So
oh, dude, I have all of them back here from each year in bottle and in can form. So I'm there with you. I hold on to these things. I watch them grow mold and stuff.
Amazing.
And it's a fun time. So I'm curious. Because the last 4 years that they've done this, they were, like you said, quote unquote, candy version or knockoff versions of different candies already. I'm curious where they're going to go with this. Are they going to do something that they did before, but, like Skittles? Hey, this is Skittles for real this time. This isn't just knockoff fruit candy or whatever.
Yeah.
So judging by the colors, I know the first 2 years or 3 years they did like the color scheme of whatever they were supposed to taste like. I'm curious what this would be, just judging by the colors alone. And I've got one already.
We've got pink and red in the font there, in the Mountain Dew logo. Pink and blue. What do you think it is? Because what's your guess?
It kind of reminds me. I'm torn between two different ones right now.
Mm-hmm.
In one hand, I see Shock Tarts.
Okay.
But in another hand, with all the pastel kind of colors, I also see Nerds candy.
Yeah, you're
perhaps.
right. I could see that. It's hard because the zero sugar version is just a black can.
Yeah.
It's less colorful. So maybe they're not
That's true.
teasing it with the diet version of the soda.
Yeah.
And more so
Right.
the regular version. But I'm trying to, I don't even know. Have they done like a Starburst knockoff or no? Not yet.
So when was that? Not last year, but the year before, I believe that was the Starburst, the fruit chew candy or whatever they called it.
So it would be a
candy.
cop out if they revisited Starburst,
Yeah.
but actually teamed up with Starburst.
Right.
Watch them do the creamy kind of. Watch it be voodoo this year.
Yeah.
It'll be some sort of creamy flavor to.
Or it has nothing to do with the can color at all.
Well, it says iconic candy brand, but it could be. I don't know, man. Yeah, there aren't a lot. I could see Nerds. You're probably right. Maybe Nerds.
That's one they haven't really done yet, and that's, I mean, I don't know. Nerds really doesn't jump out on the, I guess the, I don't know, team up kind of thing. They do some things, but not like all these other companies have been doing lately. So I don't know. It's about time that they're teaming up with the brands themselves, though. Like that was the first thing I said was like, why aren't they just, getting these brands in with their product and just doing like a team up version of it? But it's cool that they're doing it now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the label and I'm like, what else could it be? It's definitely going to be fruity. Again, kind of going back to the what the Fanta deal. It's usually something fruity because you can replicate that in a soda. But
True.
The pink and red is what I'm trying to think. What candy is pink and red? I can't think of, like, what came to mind was the strawberry and pink, the strawberry Starburst, again, going back to them. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's like a gum flavor, but
Oh,
that would be
bubblegum.
Yeah, but what is an iconic candy brand? That's bubblegum.
Bubblicious.
Yeah, I guess you're
Bubble
right.
Yum.
Bubble Yum. That's definitely
But
one.
I mean,
That's the only thing I can
that's
think.
a tough one.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So,
Dude, what if it's Twizzlers?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Pink and red. Twizzlers are red, like classic Twizzlers, and Twizzlers
the
are
packaging's red too.
Yeah,
or pink and red.
Pink and red, and that is Twizzlers are so distinct in flavor that that as a soda I could see have like that. I could see them replicating that in a soda. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure we'll be. I'll definitely be doing a taste test video once I get my hands on some. So I look forward to taking a sip of it and trying to guess and probably being just very wrong in whatever I think it is.
Oh yeah,
dude, Dave always thinks it's coconut. For like 3 years, he's like, coconut? He always goes, coconut flavored? I'm like, dude, you said coconut last year. Strawberry. He said strawberry. That's like his two guesses, strawberry and coconut. So
coconut and strawberry. Yeah, I mean, I've been wrong the majority of the time. I think last year was the first time where I was like, oh, no, this is exactly what it is. And I think it was Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, it was
Sour
Sour Patch.
Straight up, yeah.
It was easy. Last year's was so easy to figure
totally.
out. But it wasn't Sour Patch. It was like sour candy because they couldn't.
Yeah, yep.
They couldn't get the licensing for the actual brand. So
yeah,
always look forward to Mountain Dew Voodoo, man.
So what? This is the last one.
Yes.
This is the big.
Yes, the big one. I know you've been excited to talk about this one, dude.
Excited is probably an understatement, and it's a mystery why I haven't. Well, it's not a mystery. I've spent way too much money in the past, like couple of weeks since it's my birthday, and I also don't have anywhere to put this ginormous motherfucker either.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Those are two reasons why I haven't picked it up yet. And that is the Spirit Halloween Killer Clowns from Outer Space cotton candy cocoon prop.
Yes.
Dude, I cannot believe that this is existent. Like this thing
I know, I'm
is
looking
real.
at it right
this
now.
thing's here. And I love the scene that they created here too. Like I just want to, I fucking want to create this scene myself for Halloween, and I know it's not gonna happen, but
Dude,
it's super cool.
It looks like a fucked up punching bag.
It does. It really does.
It looks like a fucked up punching bag. They're definitely, once Spirit Halloweens start popping up, they have to have one of these on display.
Oh, they will.
I don't know
sure.
if I'd buy one just because I don't know where the fuck I'd put it.
Right.
It would just be hanging out here in my living room, probably.
Oh yeah.
So at a glance, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be plushy, with the face being made of hard plastic. That's what I'm guessing.
It's a safe assumption, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. Now, is that the yellow and black part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that's going to be attached to it as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it has the whole hook apparatus thing on the top and everything. Yeah, the whole thing.
So that blue thing is a hook.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And our listeners, if you're not watching, if you're just listening to this, Google this thing because it's fucking a sight to be seen.
Oh yeah. It is.
It is cool. How much is this going for? Do you know?
It's like $160 or something like
not
that.
Too bad.
It's up there. I'm pretty sure.
It's not that bad.
Right, but like, let's be realistic. This is a big ball of fluff with like a plastic face in the front of it. $160. You could buy Shorty the clown, who is fully animatronic and all that, $200. So for like an extra $40, you get Shorty, who kind of does a fuck ton more than just this little pillow. But like, it's still a fucking cotton candy cocoon. Like,
awesome,
oh my God.
It is awesome, but I'm like, so like I'm sure several haunted houses are probably gonna buy this shit and hang it up inside. Like even if they don't have Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they'll just stick it in like the evil clown section. Every haunted house has an evil clown section or portion, so I could see these being a hot item. I do want to see one in person. Do you know anyone that's bought one already or got their hands on one, or no, not yet?
Not anyone that I personally know, other than like some couple of influencers on Instagram and stuff I've seen got it, but like, no, nobody close to me.
Yeah, because you can't buy it
surprising.
yet, right? You can't purchase it yet.
Oh no, you can buy it right now. You can buy it online.
Shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. I totally would have bought
Grimey,
it.
just
like
do it,
weeks
man.
ago,
just do it. Just do it.
You're the evil Kermit on my left shoulder.
Dude, just buy it, man, and hang it up. It'll be right there in the background, right behind you, hanging from. Dude,
yeah,
it'll be just in the center of your bedroom, just fucking chilling there, hanging. Oh man, it is fucking cool, dude. But I don't. Yeah, you know what it is with stuff like this for me. So like, I collect shit, and a lot of my stuff is. Like, as I've gotten older, like, you can't really see it. Like, you see behind me, that's a bunch of random stuff. But, like, I have some stuff over here out of frame, and then I have some stuff over there, in that other room over there, and then in the bedroom. But, like, stuff like this is just so big and, like, awkward that I'm like, where the fuck? Like, where am I going to put this goddamn thing? Like, Yeah. It'll end up in my storage unit until I buy a house in the next year or two. Like, and then even when I buy a house, where the fuck this thing's gonna end up in the basement or like something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, see, that's how I felt about Shorty the Clown when they first introduced him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to have this prop like ASAP, but I don't have any fucking room for it. And I watched it pass by 2 years in a row. I was like, I made the right choice. I don't have no room for him. And then this happens, and I'm like, well, now I just want both.
You're gonna have to get yourself one, or you're just not gonna be happy about stuff. So you're gonna have to buy one of them. One of them.
It would have to be Shorty, honestly.
Wow.
I mean, as much as I love this, it would have to be him, and I would just like hang out with him all the time.
I'm not gonna lie.
It'd be bros.
If I had, it will be bros. Dude, you record an episode of the podcast. It'll be you, Derek, and Shorty. You guys will
my boy Shorty in the background.
Shorty in the background. Get him a mic, man. Maybe he'll say some shit. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm trying to think which one would I choose between the two of them. While the Shorty is cool, I feel like this would just look awesome displayed at.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like just displayed in the back or some shit. But yeah, man, really cool, but not a very practical item to purchase and hang up.
Not at all.
In even if you have a house, it's like, where the fuck do you put this thing? I also want to know how big it is. I haven't looked into the measurements yet. If it's like,
man, I'm not sure.
It looks like it would be, I'd say, just by looking at it, I'd say about 60 inches, maybe. It's probably smaller than it is in the movie.
Oh, 60 inches, you said?
Yes.
It's 6 feet.
6 feet? Oh,
it's 6 feet.
Dude, this thing is like literally an inch shorter than me. What the fuck? This thing is huge.
Yeah, it's 6 feet and $150 on Spirit Halloween right now.
This thing is 6 feet? This thing is almost as tall as me, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Bananas.
Yeah, like, it has a person. It shows, like, the silhouette of a person beside it in the one image. They're exactly the same size. Holy shit. It's so good.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. Oh, man. Definitely not buying one of these anytime soon, then. There you go.
Here's the dimensions.
Okay.
71 inches high.
Okay.
23 inches wide and 23 inches diameter.
So it's pretty fucking big then.
Or depth, whatever.
I thought like the picture would be like messing with the depth, you know, and stuff, and it'd be a little like maybe like 5 feet or 4 feet, just to kind of shrink it down, you know, to make it more practical. But now they're going full blown fucking human sized. There's gonna be people that this is bigger. There's gonna be people that this is taller than them. So
yeah. It's only 3.64 pounds, though, so it's relatively light.
Yeah, so it's all stuffing. It's all stuffing with a plastic face.
Yeah.
So, Grimey, just dream about it, man.
I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna make one.
Just make one out of fucking cotton balls and just do a paper mache face and spray paint it with fucking pink like a spray can of just pink fucking paint. That'd be amazing, dude.
Oh yeah, I got this. I got this totally.
Dude, just do it, man. It'll make your Halloween season this year. So
you're right, man.
So to close out, Grimey, here, since I already said my most anticipated of this list, only of this list, is the Starbucks Slime Cup. I think I know what it's gonna be, but what's the most anticipated item on this list that we just covered?
Man, I'm gonna throw everyone off guard here. I'm not going to pick the obvious choice. I'm not going to pick the cocoon.
That'd be number 2.
That is, I am most excited. Yeah, we'll call that one number 2.
Okay.
But honestly, man, I'm thinking. I want to say the Fanta, but I also want to say the Voodoo, man, because this is the first year that they're hooking up with an iconic candy brand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Voodoo. Yeah, Voodoo's got my vote.
If I had to pick one of the items I can consume, even though I can't eat the cup, I'm gonna say probably the hashtag what the Fanta, only because I am curious what another soda company is going to do with the whole mystery flavor deal. If they're going to just try to like outdo Voodoo and do something fucking crazy, or kind of stay in their lane and do something fruity. So I am curious. Plus, I just want to drink something that's black or gray. So
dude, totally. You can throw this in your slime slime cup and slurp that out of it. Yeah, dude, this is looking. Just looking at this list, it's looking like a great Halloween season this year. I think we're in for a lot of surprises.
I couldn't agree more, man.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
So those were some upcoming Halloween items for the 2023 season. Now, Grimey and I will be covering 3 more items over on the Haunted Hangover Patreon page, patreon.com/Haunted Hangover 31. Head over there, check it out. We have a bunch of other content and stuff. Grimey, you have a couple of articles over there as well. So I don't push
yeah.
I don't push the Patreon enough, so we have stuff over there. More spooky goodness over there. Also, be sure to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at Haunted Hangover. If you can rate and review us, that would be greatly appreciated. And as always, remember, the best cure for a hangover is...
more booze. Muhahaha.
Catch you guys later.